Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios, this is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
I have enjoyed this season. It's been a lot of fun, a hell of a season. I don't want to take away from what a great season it has been, but I am in no mood right now anyway to talk about what a glorious season it has been.
What do you mean? Be nice.
In a
minute. It was a great season.
We'll get into it in a minute. Here's what it was a good season. It was a great season. But you know what I'm most happy about right now as I sit here, and I'm mad about a lot of things, but I'm also happy about a lot of things.
I got $100
Do you know what I'm happy about?
I got $100 says you're ecstatic because it's Quinn Ewers' last game in that uniform.
That motherfucker is gone.
Are you?
Kiss my ass. See ya, motherfucker. He's from Fort Worth. Just let his ass drive to his mama's house. Fuck him. He don't want to get a degree. He ain't gonna stick around for the end of the semester. FTP. Get that no giving a shit, zero emotion, robot Jay Cutler playing punk motherfucker off the football team. Quinn Ewers is gone, and I'm happy as the Longhorns season comes to a close. That asshole scores 14 points in a national semifinal game, and with a chance to tie the game, granted, I want to jump on Sark too.
Okay, let's not leave Sark out of this.
He's next. He shits the bed. 14 points, shits the bed with a chance to tie the game. Thank God Quinn Ewers is gone. Thank God. I don't even care if they go 8-4. They may go 8-4. Arch, who knows? Arch may not. I'm so sick. I'm so happy that Arch Manning is now the quarterback of this team. I think I'm more happy that Quinn Ewers is gone than I am that Arch Manning's a Longhorn. I'm almost ready for anybody to take over for that asshole. I hate Quinn Ewers. Thank God he's gone. Thank God.
Okay. I agree with you that I want to see Arch in action. There was a lot around this kid. But even if we have Arch, if it's second and goal and Sark's going to call the wrong play, let's be clear, man. First of all, there's a whole lot to break down. And I'm not the ref guy. I'm not a referee guy because players make mistakes, coaches make mistakes. Refs are allowed to make mistakes too. But there was two egregious holding calls missed, one on the DB and then one on that offensive line, awful, awful, awful calls. But Sark is suspect, Mike, in these types of games. I don't give a shit who he is against Kansas State or Arizona State. In these type of games, he ain't it. So even if we got Arch, is Sark going to call the right plays?
Well, that remains to be seen. My immediate response to that is Sark will have a completely different quarterback that he's calling plays for next season.
Fair.
That'll take him off the hook for tonight. And it damn sure does not take Steve Sarkisian off the hook for the last 7 fucking weeks when everybody in the free world has been begging him to play the best quarterback he's got at least a little bit. We get one carry tonight. That's it, one carry. Why didn't Sark get the ball at the 1 yard line at the end of the game here? What are we doing? We're calling sweeps? Fuck we doing? We're rolling Quinn Ewers out inside the 5? That's how you shit
Sark.
the bed. That sounds Sark.
If you're gonna call that play, bring Arch in like you did on the third. Was it third or fourth down? Whatever it was. Bring Arch in if you're gonna call that play.
I cannot believe how that went down. I can believe they lost. This was going to take a perfect game for them to win.
You said they would lose.
Sure. Vegas said they were going to get whooped. 31-21 was what I picked, and it damn near came true. what I was wrong about, and I'm happy I was wrong. You were right in that Texas would hang tough and keep this a game. I thought Ohio State would get up kind of big early, 10-14, and kind of cruise, and Texas would
Thank God for the defense,
chase.
Mike. Thank God, because if not for the
this.
defense, it would have gotten blown out.
I
Thank
know,
God
and
for
here's
them.
the thing. And look, Pete Kwiatkowski he's gonna catch a little bit of shit for the screen touchdown for the tutty at the end of the second quarter when they had tied the game, got the momentum, finally scored.
What are they in? How does that happen, Mike? How does that happen, sir?
Because he's blitzing. No, and Pete's gonna get shit, and he should. Pete made one bad call all night long, and it cost him a 75-yard touchdown at the end of the half. What are we doing blitzing when they got to go 70 yards with no time to play? What are we doing? I don't understand that at all. We go max blitz, and the running back, any running back in America, and Henderson's a badass, any running back in America could have made big yards out of that. One bad call. But I'm not going to bash Pete Kwiatkowski for that. That was a masterclass in defense. That was take away the play, a masterclass in calling defense. If I told you it was 28-14, that was a fumble 6. This defense gave up 21 points tonight. If I told you they were going to give up 21 points to Ohio State, as good as Ohio State is, and hold Jeremiah Smith to one fucking catch, you'd have told me Texas is probably going to win this game.
Dude, my theory
master
all
class
week,
on defensive coaching.
I guess Pete was listening to us because my thing was, look, I'm gonna put 17 dudes on Smith, and if them other guys beat us, we're gonna tip our cap, shake their hands, and tell them good luck in the natty. And that's pretty much what they did, and it worked, except for the offense could not get out of its own way. Couldn't get out of it. 3 yards with that offensive line. 3 yards with that offensive line, Mike. All of them making $50,000 a year before they touch campus. And you can't get 3 yards. Something wrong here.
I'm pissed. I guess I am more pissed than I thought. I'll defend Sark this much only because of course, on one hand, I'm here defending Sark and saying he has to call the game based around what Quinn Ewers can and cannot do. But knowing that, what are we doing not playing the most talented quarterback in America who's on your bench with the game on the line there? Why isn't Arch in? He puts Arch in the second quarter. Finally, and it worked. They needed 1 yard or 3, and hell, Arch got 9. Almost fumbled, but he got the 9. So with the game on the line, all of a sudden that we don't play. Why is he so fucking afraid to play Arch Manning? And why is he so loyal to Quinn Ewers? Steve Sarkisian's loyalty to Quinn Ewers got him eliminated in this game. It got him eliminated tonight. Loyalty to Quinn Ewers drove me nuts. I'm so glad he's fucking gone.
When I look at his 23 of 39, 283, 2 tutties, 1 INT, 1 fumble.
And zero emotion. And zero lots of spits, 0 smiles, 0 high fives. It's as if he doesn't give a shit. He's Jay Cutler. I've said this all year long, and it's the same tonight. He is somebody else's problem. Let some dumbass general manager in the NFL ruin a draft pick by taking that fucking loser, that 5-star, cannon-armed, makes every throw known to man loser. You can be crazy talented and not be a winner, and that's him. Quinn Ewers sucks. Quinn Ewers he's got 17 NFL players on his team. If he's at TCU, Rudy, he's just a guy. He's just a fucking guy. He ain't going to lead nobody to nothing ever when he gets to the league. He won't be in the league after 5 seasons unless he's a backup and steals other people's money as a backup. I'm so glad he's gone. That's the solace I have tonight, that I ain't got to say Quinn Ewers anymore after tonight. Hasta la vista. Don't let the door hit your ass in the asshole on the way out the door. Bye-bye, bitch. Hate him. It's not personal, but I hate him.
Look, I'm not saying
Bye-bye.
that. I don't think he definitely is not Joe Montana, But I
No,
just feel
he's
like
not Joe Montana.
I feel
He's
like
Jay
I feel like
Cutler.
there's a lot of blame to go around, and I feel like a lot of it starts with Ewers and it ends with Sark. I mean, and I know. Look, Pete did call it like you said. Would you call it a masterpiece, a masterclass?
That was a master class in coaching by
Oh,
Pete,
it
except for
was.
one bad call.
But look, I can be in the wrong coverage, 3rd and 7. I could be in the wrong coverage. I could do something stupid on 4th and 4. They convert at the end of the half. When Ohio State, thank God they threw a pick to start the second half, but knowing that they're getting the ball back, what are you getting cute for? Look, I ain't no football expert, but I'm dime all the way, right? What are we doing? And again, great job by the defense all year long. This has been the story all year long. Like the offense is having their troubles. Defense keeps them in it. Defense keeps them in it. And then Quinn makes a play. And I thought it was about to happen again, especially when they got goal to go. And then they lose the 6 yards and it changes the entire dynamic. It changes the way Ohio State can cover them. But again, I'm not a referee guy. That hold was so blatant and the ref standing right there.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't like, again, as bad as the defensive coverage was to end the half, again, refs are allowed to make mistakes. But when you're standing right there, how do you miss that? That blatant. That was awful. That's the type of shit that makes people furious with sports in general. Because it's like, that's just weird. That's just weird.
Why can't we have, we have replay. Why can't we have refs up in the booth, officials in the booth that see a blatant missed call and go ahead and call it from the booth? Why can't we do this? That's easy. It's a quick radio signal to the ref. He's got a piece in his ear. Hey man, you missed the left tackle. Call it.
Well, hell, that game took 4 hours. It would go 5. But and you're not wrong. This is what's going to make us go to AI.
Fine by me.
They're going to go to AI because of shit like this.
Rudy, tennis uses AI and computertronics. That's not the right word. LG will help me. Mm-hmm. They have a computer that literally sees where the ball hits next to the line, and they call major tournaments with a computer. They have a judge in the chair at center court, but they also have computers that can tell you exactly where the ball hit. They never get this wrong anymore in tennis because they've let AI and computers help them. I'm not even saying it's AI. Have another human in the booth that says, "Hey, that was a blatant hold on the number 75 right tackle." Defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators call football from the bleachers, the press box. Why can't we have referees that are up there helping the on-field crew call the game? It's ridiculous. And so I couldn't agree with you more. Still hate Quinn Ewers, and I'm glad that asshole's out of here. I said something a second ago. What's your opinion on that? If he's at TCU, he's just a guy.
So you mean to tell me? So what you trying to tell me is like, perfect example, like when Mahomes was at Tech, they didn't win anything, but we knew him. You don't even think he could be Patrick Mahomes, like a guy that put up tons of numbers and just not win anything because he's not surrounded by Mahomes wasn't surrounded by anything at Tech, but Andy Reid saw it.
How did Tech play?
That was still
bowl games.
Yeah, I think that was still Kingsbury. I don't know. Can't remember. My brain is all foggy.
Well, we're talking about the greatest quarterback I've ever seen in Mahomes. That's a tough one. So TCU this year, since I'm bringing up my frogs, we went 7-5, 8-5, 7-6, won the bowl game. So they're competitive. TCU's a competitive program in the Big 12. They're middle of the pack. That's what they are. If Quinn Ewers played quarterback for TCU this year with the same roster, maybe they're 9-3. Maybe.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. He doesn't play with any sort of emotion. He's got this reputation. He's Mr. Ice Water. He's Mr. Cool. Nothing rattles him.
He kind of has been, though, Mike.
Nothing motivates him either. Nothing lights a fire under his ass. You have got to be able to get in dudes' faces. You've got to be able to show some emotion. You're the leader of the team. He's just out there like playing a video game. He just runs the plays that are called. Zero, just this tonight. This was against Ohio State. This game, this was a car wreck. Is what this game was. It was wild. It was chaotic. Everybody's awesome. It's like an all-star game. And when you put him in a scene like that with that Mr. Cool, and you need to step up, you need to have a heart rate. It's maybe over 40 a minute. He's incapable of doing that.
You can't in a game, a game this big, whether you want to go Sark or Ewers, you can't go scoreless in the fourth quarter. Now in defense of Sark,
with a fumble 6 with a game on the line.
Well, I mean, let's be clear, Mike. Don't fumble it. That's on the right tackle. He blew that assignment. Dude didn't get touched.
By the way, Jack Sawyer's an All-American. Let's give him some credit too. He's a badass.
But he was untouched. He was untouched on that though.
Okay, great.
That's not on Ewers. We can agree on Ewers, but we got to agree that sack, that's not on him. That fumble's not on him.
Well, sack's not on him. Don't fumble.
Okay.
Don't fumble. Don't fumble with a game on the line. Sorry, don't do it. You brought up Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes never once has fumbled inside the 5-yard line with a game on the line. Never. He tucks it and falls.
Oh, yeah. He ain't. Well, this is the thing that's going to save Sark, because I got UT alumni texting me tonight that they hope he goes to the NFL. And I'll say this. The collective, the big donors, will not risk firing Sark because you might lose Arch. Keep in mind, the only reason why Arch isn't in Georgia and playing in the national championship game this year, starting, is because of Sark. He could have easily went to Georgia and won 2-3 natties, but he wanted to play for Sark. So all of y'all in the chat that's talking about Sark got to go to the NFL, they're not going to risk that. A lot of those guys that, keep in mind, he got Arch because he's Sark. And then everybody, all the 5 stars that came underneath that want to play with Arch came. So if Sark leaves, who knows where this program goes? So they're not firing him. Now, if he chooses to go to the NFL, that's a whole different thing. But if he does that, you think Arch is staying at the 40 acres if Sark leaves?
No, of course not. Sark ain't going anywhere.
He's not going nowhere.
No, Sark ain't going anywhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
No, why would he? Quinn Ewers is, thank God. There's conflicting reports on him. So this morning, we get a report saying that there's a $6 million offer on the table from Nike to go to Oregon.
That's a rumor, though, right?
Why Oregon would want Quinn Ewers to start for them? I guess they'd like getting beat in the quarterfinals. I have no idea. But Pete Thamel says that Quinn told him, Pete Thamel from Yahoo, Quinn apparently told him in the pregame he's leaning toward going to the NFL. I just know he's leaning toward getting his ass out of my program. Bye-bye. I don't have to talk about him next season ever again. I never want to hear from Quinn. I don't want to watch Quinn Ewers play. I do not enjoy watching him play football because football is an emotional, violent game, and he has neither one. And he has no mobility. In the NFL, he's going to get his ass eaten alive if he ever sees the field, which I doubt he will. He's not even going to be Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones can at least run some. Quinn Ewers is the least mobile great quarterback I've ever seen.
Yeah, he had a couple. That little pitch from his knees was a solid play. That was kind of clutch, but
once.
Yeah,
he's Lamar Jackson because and that's the other thing. Longhorn, these Quinn Ewers apologists. Every time he does make a good play, oh, look at that. Okay, cool. One time in his life, he desperately flipped the ball when he was falling down and made a good play.
That's fair. All of those things are fair. This is the thing, though, Mike. There's another thing. There's another eyesore. The other eyesore is they got back to DBU. They were known as DBU forever. They seem like they've gotten back to that.
Yeah.
But now it's weird watching the University of Texas not be able to run the ball. 58 yards is unacceptable. I don't give a shit what defense you're playing. They wasted Bijan's years. They weren't good. Bijan was solid. They wasted his years. But they can't run the ball. Those are things that Texas just rolled out of bed and were able to do. Run the ball and have DBU. 58 yards between 6 guys ran the ball today, and they got 58 yards. Look, there's a lot of blame to go around. And again, that sweep on the 1 might be as dumb a play call as that coverage that they were in to end the half. Might be the dumbest call I've seen in a long time on the 1.
Are you not giving
QB sneak it?
Are you not giving the running backs any credit for all the pass catches they had? Jaden Blue.
No, he had 2 tutties. He had 2 tutties. And you know what? Sometimes you can pass the run. I get that. The little 3-yard outs, those are really runs. But there's no real threat when they run the ball, so then the play action don't matter. It's I don't care for Ewers either, but there's more blame to go around than just Q.
No question. My lead tonight is Quinn Ewers is out, and thank God.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Thank God. Longhorns get beat tonight in the semifinals, 28-14. Got beat in this very same game last year by Washington, in which Quinn Ewers was great one series and dog shit the next, and then had a chance to win the game at the end and couldn't. Got completely outplayed by Mike Penix. And tonight, the Longhorns get beat 28-14. Their season is over. It's the Longhorn Postgame Show presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell. Orlando. I have not heard from – I'm worried about Orlando. He was at the game. He didn't text me once.
Wait, Orlando went up to the game?
Yeah, he didn't text me one time. I think that he just decided to shut it down and just focus on the game, which I don't – that's fine. He didn't want to get into he didn't want to have me texting all night while he's at the game.
And I talked about it. We talked about it during the show. UT fan was nervous, and we see why. I mean, especially.
Well, yeah.
But I was shocked though when Texas got the ball, they end up punting. Ohio State immediately scores. Then Texas goes 3 and out, and Ohio State gets the ball back. And I told you, hey, if they go up 14-0, we can all go to bed. And that UT defense, after they got the jello legs out, if you've ever played sports on any level, that jello leg when you're playing a good team, they got the jello legs out, and they did all they could, man. I mean, keep in mind, and I didn't go to UT, don't spend any money there. I have no reason to defend them. The 3 losses are to Georgia and Ohio State.
Correct.
Pretty damn good season and back-to-back Final Fours.
Damn good season.
So
next year when they have a badass quarterback, they're going to be right back in this level. Now we're going to lose some guys on defense, but that's why you're Texas and you recruit as good as anybody in America. Right. Next year, Sark will be able to coach the game completely different. He'll have some overhaul on defense, obviously. He's losing some people. Now, he's getting some running backs back that got hurt in preseason, and he's recruited some badasses. Just the whole thing's going to feel different next year because Arch Manning actually has some emotion. Arch Manning actually has a heart that beats, and the whole vibe on this thing will be different next year. You pointed it out several times this year. Whenever Arch came in, those kids bowed up. Oh, cool, Arch is in. What's up? Let's go. And he brings something to them.
And he's one of the guys.
Them up.
Because Arch is one of the guys. He's one of the guys. It is a totally different vibe, and there's guys that are there that are Alamo Heights' own will be there next year as well. He may get some playing. Yeah, he may get some playing time as a freshman. So it's going to be a different team, man. They lost, and keep in mind, I mean, I'm getting hard on the running game, but they lost their 1 and 2 running backs before the season started, or right when the season started. So they're down the 3rd, 4th, 5th string. So there's a lot to look forward to. But the window closes fast. So at some point you have to get over the hump.
Right. All right. Loving all the chats. Thank you so much. Show presented by Orlando Kell, 210-775-4995. Orlando, hit me up. I'm going to make sure you're okay. A UT law grad. He was at the game tonight. If you need a family lawyer, don't call him tonight. He's probably. I don't know if he's going to drive. He's probably staying in a hotel. Oh, hell, call him tonight. Why not? If somebody reaches out to him and needing a family lawyer, it'll distract him from the defeat. So email him if you need a family man to represent you in court. It's orlandokell.law@gmail.com. orlandokell.law@gmail.com. All right, y'all can jump in here on the chat. Lots of chats tonight. Lots of money's rolling in. I'm appreciative of that. I'm trying to go. LG, help me out, man. We've had some money rolling here since we've been on. We got donations galore. I appreciate that very much, y'all. You can jump in here with a super chat and leave us a tip that way. You can also buy us a coffee or 10 if you want to. It's buymeacoffee.com/loveyouhardtv, which I'll just put the link on. Chris Sneed, $4.99. Thank you so much for not drinking. Well, no, I'm drinking on Friday night. I did not.
No, I'm this is
drinking.
This is not alcohol.
Oh, well, how long are you gonna take off? You doing like a no drinking in January deal?
I don't know. I'm not quitting. I just don't know when I'm gonna drink again. This is some stuff to help me sleep. This is a little CBD, zero calorie.
All right.
Zero calories, zero sugar.
Okay.
Little CBD in there. Sleep like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Available at Texas Cheer Liquor. So no, I'm. It's already 11 o'clock at night. No reason for me to drink tonight. So no, I haven't had a drink this week. But I need one.
Black Bucket, $9.99. Quinn is from San Antonio. Grew up in Pleasanton until he moved to the Metro section when he was 8. He's a Tarrant County kid. He went to junior high and high school at Carroll High School up in Southlake. Easy with the hate. Sark is the problem. Sark is not the fucking problem.
Mike, he is, Mike. I know you like Sark. He's the problem, Mike.
What do you want from him? He's not Jimmy Johnson.
I want him like you, just like you, Mike, because I learned this from you years ago on the ticket.
Okay.
I want dudes that got big balls in winning time.
That's correct.
And in winning time, Sark wet the bed with
tonight. He did.
Tonight.
The Arch thing, I don't understand. I'll never understand. It's over with. They're eliminated.
Was it Chris Leak before Tebow started? Chris Leak. It was Chris Leak and Tebow was behind him. Urban Meyer had the wherewithal to be like, okay, Chris is my guy. This is Chris's team. But when I get goal to go, Tebow's coming in.
Tebow time. You remember?
It'd be Tebow time. And I feel like you're right. You're right on that. And that's where we agree on that. Like, okay, you're on the one. You went to Arch on the 4th down play. Bring him in now. Make the legend even bigger.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the game's on the line. You need 1 yard. He's 6'5", and every time he gets the ball, he gets 5 yards.
Yeah.
2 + 2 = 4, Big Al, $5, thank you. That white boy Jack Sawyer reminded me of Stone Cold Steve Austin in the movie The Longest Yard when he says that's how a white boy runs a football. Chug, 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 chug. That kid's a stud. He's an All-American, and I defended him, and he's a great player. He's the captain, and he's about the 10th most talented player on that damn defense. Ohio State is awesome. They're awesome. And Texas could have beat them. Texas could have beat them.
When you hold it, this was going to hurt because you're going to look up when Sark and his coaches have their exit meeting and they look down at the box score and see Jeremiah Smith 1 catch, 3 yards. You're supposed to win that game.
Yeah, man.
You're supposed to win that game every day and twice on Sunday. But nonetheless, them kids got nothing to hold their heads about, man. Great season. You lost to 2 great teams. And you just tip your cap, and hopefully next year Arch gets them over the hump.
All right. I want to give away some stuff. Anybody? We got a lot of people watching tonight.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people watching. Let's give something away. Appreciate y'all.
Anybody? I've got. If I can't give this, well, we'll give it away tonight. I got a 4-pack of tickets to the Navy.
How they gonna get it? Is it an email? Can you email it to them?
Yes, I can email the tickets to. I don't want to give my phone number away. That's a drop. Damn it, LG. I have a 4-pack of tickets to. And now this game is tomorrow. This kind of fell into my lap today. Got a 4-pack of tickets to the Navy All-American Bowl. Does anybody want to go to this? The best high school players in the country. I guess I've been out of the loop. When did Army give the game up to Navy?
I think this year's the first year is Navy.
Okay, because it's been the Army All-American Bowl at the Alamo Dome forever. Now it's the Navy All-American Bowl, all-star game, best high school players in the country. Do you want to go? How do you want to give this away? We can do a random draw, maybe best chat. Whoever wants to the biggest tip.
You got to
Who
leave
wants these
LG your
tickets?
email though.
Jump
Or
in
Mike
here to the
leave.
chat tonight and tell us you want these tickets, and we'll randomly pick you. And if we pick you, we'll make a decision before the show is over. So stick around. Don't punch out. And here toward the end of the show, here in a few minutes, we will pick somebody to win. Jason Garcia's up in here, $4.99. Ewers needs to go. Oh, he gone. He's the Romo of Longhorns football, a choke artist. Could not agree more with that. He just ain't a champion. He's just the rest of his career, however he goes next, whoever Quinn Ewers plays for on whatever level it is, if he even gets a chance to play in the NFL, he is going to be the ultimate penis teaser. Ain't no finish with him. Real sexy. Get you excited, and then leaves you hanging. Leaves you. He's going to always give his fans blue balls. Is what he's going to do. All of his career. He ain't it. He's very talented, but he does not have what it takes to win big. Like he does not have. I know you're right. This team lost to Georgia and Ohio State only this year. Don't keep in mind they got 17 kids that are going to go to the NFL.
Now, mind you, next year
a little bit mobile. They probably win this game tonight.
Now, mind you, next year you get LSU and Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I think Tennessee too. I don't think they played Tennessee. Oh, they didn't play Tennessee last year.
That's right.
So Arch's debut as a starter for the entire season gonna be a little rough, which is all the more reason why you're right as to Sark wetting the bed and not playing him more this season. Right. You weren't gonna redshirt him. So yeah.
Yeah. Brad Ramirez, Mike, this is not your team. You're a fair weather fan when it comes to Texas. First of all, Brad, you're goddamn right I'm a fair weather team. Do you like snow, Brad? Do you like thunderstorms and hail? Do you like your roof getting torn off your fucking house? We're all fair weather. Fuck off with that, Brad. Of course I'm fair weather. And oh, by the way, we getting paid to do this show, Holmes. Aggies, had they given us money, we would have, this show would have ended a long time ago because the Aggies don't go this far.
Wow.
We're doing a Longhorns show because that's the official college football team of San Antonio where this show is based. We got sponsors that pay us to do it. And oh, by the way, you know who gave me the 4-pack of tickets to the Navy Bowl tomorrow? The local San Antonio chapter of Texas X's. So here's my left tit, Brad. Fuck out of here. Taylor's fair weather. What do you mean I'm fair weather? I point out when teams are good. I point out when they suck. All right? I led the whole goddamn show off talking about how excited I am that Arch Manning's the quarterback now. Thank God Quinn Ewers is gone. Brad, he ain't checked in all season. We got a lot of motherfuckers checking in tonight for the first time all year. You don't get to not ever watch our show ever, then jump in here at the end of the season and come up with a giant opinion on how I do things. You bet your ass I'm fair weather. I like sunny skies. I like blue skies. And when it's rainy, I bitch like everybody else does. That's the most overused phrase people use. You're fair weather. I'm not going to lick their nuts when they tank a game and they give up a fumble 6 at the end of the game. I'm not going to lick Quinn Ewers' balls just because he has a Longhorn on his helmet, Brad. And by the way, Brad Ramirez, I want you to email me a copy of your degree from the University of Texas because I bet you ain't got one. Fair weather. Kiss my ass.
Hey, I was wrong. Will Corey reminded me. Pretty much same schedule as last year, Mike. Got Kentucky, OU, Georgia, Arkansas, but Georgia's in Georgia. But first game of the season,
Ohio State.
You got to play Ohio State
at the Horseshoe.
In the Horseshoe. So pretty much same schedule. Appreciate that, Will. I thought it flip-flop.
Yeah. I tell you who people were talking about. Somebody said earlier, it's going to be so funny if Jerry drafts Quinn Ewers. No, he won't. Jerry don't draft quarterbacks. He's scared.
He's scared
Jerry's
that Dak's gonna get
scared.
mad.
Jerry's afraid to draft a quarterback. Jerry Jones has never drafted a quarterback in the top 3 rounds. Never. He ain't going to start doing it now.
Oh,
You know who I would like the Cowboys to get? That
who?
free safety for Ohio State, Caleb Downs. God, he's awesome. Watching that kid fly around tonight, dude's a stud.
You giving Notre Dame a shot?
Package that. I want to get to that in a minute. I'm because I've got some thoughts on that. We're doing a post-game show in real time. I'm processing all this. Give me 5 minutes on that. Let me think about that.
No, that's cool.
I just don't want to immediately say, no, they have no shot. El Harley, $2. Thank you. Como la flor. Sorry for all the cussing tonight, y'all.
Dude.
I'm pissed.
A lot of F-bombs.
Because, yes, I'm sorry. I am
It's all
fair
good.
weather. I am fair weather. And by the way, so's everybody. I mean, what do you want, Brad? I've already said it's been a great season. I've defended Sark. I can't. Oh, by the way, good on Sark for deciding to go with another kicker. Thank God they didn't have to kick a field goal. Got rid of that
2 extra points.
Pubic hair headed ass Bert Auburn. Weak sauce. Apparently, Bert Auburn must have went to them either this week or this morning and told them, man, I can't do this. No shit. I think he went. I believe he went to coaches and said, I don't know if I can do this.
Did he go? Who was Ryan Gosling's character? Remember the Titans? When he says, "Hey man, I can't cover him.
Yeah,
go with Petey." And coach was like, "You want to give Petey your job? You go give it to him."
Right, and he did.
Oh my God!
I've hated Bert Auburn all year long. I've said all year long, when this team gets eliminated, we're going to be mad at Quinn Ewers or Bert Auburn or both. And they finally got. I don't think Sark just decided before the semifinal. All right, now we're going to bench the kicker and have a kid out there.
We are.
Well, because I think Bert went to them and said, I can't do this. I'm shot mentally. That's what I believe happened. Because they ran Stone out there, the kickoff specialist. He's never attempted a field goal in his career. You just don't. I'd rather go with shaky Bert Auburn than a kid who's never kicked in the national semifinal. So what that tells me, Auburn went in there and told them, I can't do this.
Well, the thing about it is, it can't get no worse. Because if it did come down to a 30-some yard field goal, Auburn was going to miss it. So, yeah, anyway.
Vince Trevino, glad I can comment here. I'm blocked from commenting on the local morning and afternoon YouTube show. I hear some feelings. Did we block Vince?
No.
We
don't block anybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vince, you can get blocked from us.
He ain't talking about us.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're in here, Vince.
That ain't none of. First of all, Vince, that ain't got shit to do with UT postgame. I don't care when if you blocked on the other local station down here. What does that got to do with us, sir?
Oh,
I don't care. I don't give a shit. Sorry, you seem like you in your feelings. Why are you bringing that up on a UT postgame show? you in your feelings, sir? Like what? What are we talking about? Anyway, love you, Vince.
Geez. All right. Now let's get to Sark. And us a little bit more. Let me say this. He was not the best play caller on that in the game. Chip Kelly, remember? Everybody forgot. Y'all remember Chip Kelly? Yeah, he's been calling plays at Ohio State, former Eagles head coach.
Oh shit, that's right.
Chip. So are we going to give Sark a lot of credit for going this far with Quinn Ewers and his amazing talent and flaws? Or look what Chip Kelly has been able to do with Will Howard, who will never. Will Howard might be a practice squad quarterback in the NFL, maybe, and he's playing in the Natty next week. Give Chip Kelly
he'll never have to buy a beer in Ohio ever again. Hand looked broke. I don't know if it was broke, but the offhand looked broke.
Yeah, that looked broke to me. That thing was huge.
He'll never buy a beer again in Ohio.
You know what? That kid's got something that Quinn Ewers doesn't. He's got
What?
that moxie. He's got that emotion. He's got that. He plays the game as if he gives a shit.
He has Randy Moss 2.0 also.
Yeah, I know. He also has, and he's got Hines Ward on the other side.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's
No,
be
I
clear.
get it. I understand. But still, the Notre Dame quarterback, Riley,
Moxie.
yeah, I like emotion. I'm not talking about like wild ass jumping in folks' faces. You don't have to be Kirk Cousins doing the inchworm on the sideline or nothing, but show me that you're aware there's a game going on. you know, jeez. But yeah, Sark.
But
I'll
sticking to
never
Sark.
understand this year and how Sark made one massive problem this year. He did not play Arch Manning nearly enough, and refused to play him in winning time. I don't know why you're afraid of Arch. I don't understand. And you've talked about this a lot this year. You know, the Mannings have been very patient with the program because they believe in Steve, and they know that Quinn Ewers is here, and they believe that Arch is getting better, even though he's not playing, by being in the program. But even
He
the Mannings have to be wondering tonight, why didn't they put our boy in there at the end?
well, they gave him a safety net. He was able to stick with Quinn because the Manning's blessing and because Arch has given him his word that he isn't going anywhere. But at the same time, Mike, it's like what you say. You don't want coaches and GMs trying to be these guys' buddies. Like sometimes it's on the coach to make tough decisions. And I know you don't want to throw Quinn under the bus because he's been good to you. He was your first big land in the portal once you got to UT. So you don't want to throw the kid under the bus and make it seem like it's his fault. I think that's a part of it. But you worry about that later. You do what you feel like in your gut is going to be the best decision for your team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he knew that, but he didn't have the balls to pull a Nick Saban. And like, damn, Jalen, I love you, Jalen. I love you. Like, you know that. I recruited you. I know your mama. I know your daddy. You could come and stay at my house if I need to. But if we're gonna beat Georgia, I gotta go to Arch. I gotta go to Tua. And there was no hard feelings. He ends up transferring to Oklahoma. I'm sure they're still super tight. That's the type of coach you need. And I don't know if Sark is that guy.
Well, next year Sark won't have the built-in excuse that Quinn Ewers makes a lot of Quinn Ewers is not the guy. You know, it's one thing to be loyal, and you're right. The Mannings gave him a safety net because they're patient. They realize Arch
They ain't
wasn't
going. Yeah,
ready.
they were like, no rush, coach. Do what you want to do. We
But
just
here's
need.
the thing.
You only need 1 year. Ask Joe Burrow. They don't
Right.
need Arch to be they don't need him to be Vince Young. They just need to have one great year. Go be the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, duly noted. But here's the thing. It's fine that the Mannings aren't going to get mad at you, but on the field, it's clear that you need to play their kid more. Didn't anticipate that to be the thing this year. It's not like he's backing up Josh Allen. It's Quinn Ewers. He's got cement for feet. Should have been running more. I'll never understand it. Never. I got to figure out after tonight. I got to let it go and just start looking ahead to the next season. But right now, I'm baffled. Craft beer Bob, $5, thank you. F the Aggies. They rolling in the group chat like Brad hating on Taylor. Oh, is Brad an Aggie?
Whoa.
Fairweather Taylor, you bet your ass I'm fair. Since when have I ever pretended I was not? Oh, bring on the rain showers. No, I want sunshine, motherfucker. I want light rain and 80 degrees. Sunshine. I don't understand.
I got nothing to say about the Aggies. They got a lot of problems.
Well, my God, it's been a tough calendar year for those Aggies. Yeah. But let the man. Hey, Bob, I'm an Aggie, here to show my respects to fellow Texans. I was rooting for them. Oh, you're going to get shit for that, Paletta, man. You're not allowed to root for Texas anyway. If the Russians went to war with A&M, you have to get you a Vladimir Putin flag. Man. Now we got Aggies and Longhorns. Of course, we've got Aggies and Longhorns. Aggies, get the hell out of here. Y'all can come in here, but don't talk. No, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. It's entertaining. You know what?
No,
Bring on the Aggies. It's entertaining.
No, look, the Aggies don't realize, and with all due respect, y'all are the guy that everybody hangs out with because he's buying all the drinks. Like, y'all got a lot of money. So everybody's like, ooh, hey, shots. That Aggie, you're the guy that walks in.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes, but everybody's like, yo, man, he let him buy all the drinks. He wants to buy all the drinks. I know he's annoying. I know, I get it, but he's buying all the drinks. Just relax.
Dude, he's got a popped collar. I can't hang out with a guy like that.
The Aggies and that's the thing about the Aggies. They don't even know that they're that person. Like, we're just hanging out with you because you got a lot of money and you got a cool Airbnb and you have cool pool parties that everybody comes to because you got a lot of money. And they don't know that. The guy that's that guy, which is the Aggies, they never know. They just think, oh, man, I'm super cool. No, you're not super cool. You just got us all Don Julio shots, doubles. And we're like, all right, the dude can stick around. Aggies got a lot of money and nothing else. And money's important. Money's important. But that's all they have is money.
It is.
I'm
Wayne
tired
71.
of the Aggies.
What's up, Wayne 71? $4.99 as an Aggie. Great game. Love seeing Big Brother get head slapped. I respect the
Big
Horns.
Brother. At least he called him Big Brother.
Yeah, I respect the Horns, but still love seeing them get beat. I'm fine with the trash talk. You're not supposed to come in here and you're not supposed to love on Texas. But it's just funny because they come and go. But to be fair, if A&M's in this game, we're hearing there's Horns in here tonight running their mouths about the Aggies. There's no question. No question about that. Hutch, Quinn Ewers is Chris Sims 2.0. Sark way too loyal to Quinn. Yeah, well, he can't be loyal anymore because Quinn's leaving rather. Noah, maybe Arch isn't ready yet. Y'all hyping him because he blew out UTSA. No, I wanted him to get 3 or 4 more plays a game. I'm asking for a series here and there. And by the way, it's not that he's not ready. This was a case of being overly loyal. Oh, Brad says he's a paid subscriber. Love you hard, Brad.
Love you, Brad. Watching from ATL. Love the emotional
Brad.
Mike tonight. Michael from ATL. Mike bought 5 coffees. Watching from
what's
Atlanta.
Up, Mike? Oh, Mike in the whole Atlanta. Thank you, man. Thank you. Of course, I'm fair weather. My shows are for winners. They're about winners for winners. Jesus. I'm about to sign off pretty quick, y'all.
Wait a minute. You know, I just thought about.
I'm kidding. What?
There's no. Oh yeah, there's no.
Maybe
SEC
we got more
team
viewers than all season long. Don't do that. Give me 10 minutes. Give me 15 minutes.
Not even. There's no SEC team in the title game this year.
Nope, not this year. Probably next year.
Hell, it wasn't last year. It was Michigan, Washington. Huh.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. I don't know when the last time that's happened.
We'll still put 3 in the playoff, 1 in the semifinal.
Sure.
Let's see. Super chat, GG, $4.99. Thank you. Quinn Ewers is not a gangsta balla. Sark is a pressure virgin.
Agreed.
Well, he's not anymore. Sark now has coached in the semifinal 2 years in a row. So he needs to get better at this football sex. You know, y'all want to jump on his play calling, and it absolutely should be jumping on his play calling at the end of the game. I don't understand what that was. Up until again, it's for me, it's the quarterback stitches. I'll never understand that. And then the play calling at the end of the game tonight, I just don't even understand. I have no earthly idea what that was about. All right. Who wants to meet Vince Young? LG, you got this flyer up there, sir?
Did you give it to him?
Speaking of guys who could have used this young man on the goal line tonight.
Well, Arch could have did what Vince did on 4th and 6. Arch would have ran the ball in.
No shit.
Anyway, continue your take.
I'm convinced that if he puts – get it? Convinced.
I see what you did there. Got you.
I'm convinced that if he puts Arch in at the end of the game, we might still be playing because we're in quintuple overtime. Yeah. All right, Vince is coming to town. So on Saturday and Sunday, February the 1st and 2nd, is the Alamo Card Show. Me and Rudy did a show at the last one. You remember, at the church. I was in a church, Rudy, didn't cuss one time. No, I cussed once and I got mad at myself. I tried so hard not to cuss that day. I cussed
I
at church.
remember.
Back at the so there's it's this 24/7 church is the name of the church. 247 church, up of 1604, near Judson Road.
Yeah, it's off Judson.
Yeah, Alamo Card Show, and on Sunday. And by the way, it's a big old card show. They take the giant basketball gym and the auditorium at this church and turn it into a massive sports card and collectibles show. And it's Saturday and Sunday, February 1, February 2. Vince is going to be there on the Sunday. $60 for Vince's autograph on one item only, or he will sign a photo for $80. So there's the flyer there. It is the Alamo Card Show. They got Longhorn legend Vince Young there that day.
So we still got to watch the reruns of UT USC from 06 because they still ain't won one since.
No, they have not. They have not.
We're going to see. I think we're going to have to go get Nick Saban out of retirement to get back to the game.
Oh boy, here we go. Go get Nick, fire Vince. Fire
No,
Sark.
don't fire Sark. Not right now. Not right now. I'm giving Sark about 2 more. I'm gonna give Sark 2 more years to win one.
You know, man, I'm actually excited. Now, see, I got all that hate and all the cussing out of my system. Now I'm feeling good. So starting tomorrow, I'm just gonna start looking ahead to the next season. It's a countdown to Arch Manning's show. It's his baby. Can't wait for that kid to take over. Cannot wait. Super excited. I might buy season tickets next year. I'm so excited for this season.
You ain't that excited.
Well, this show, if this show blows up, it's not.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking about the money. I ain't talking about the money. I ain't the money. It's not the money. It's just do you really want to drive to Austin 6 times?
Yeah, absolutely. To see Arch Manning, hell yeah. I don't usually get man crushes on people. And I think in part of some people are talking about how you're not even sure if Arch is going to be all that yet. I'm pretty sure he is. But again, my demand for more Arch was not just because Arch Manning's the best quarterback to come out of high school football in 10 years. It's that Quinn Ewers was limited. And there were obvious moments all throughout the season.
All season.
In which it called for the kid. Not just because the kid's good, but because Quinn Ewers can't do what they currently need done. And Arch, every time he came in, did it. Arch only got, 4 or 5 plays in the last 2 months? And every time he got a first down. He's the most efficient running back in America. He's 100% on third down.
Stop.
When getting first downs. All right, You asked me earlier, do I think the Irish can win? Yes, they're not going to. They can. Pete Kwiatkowski tonight, and I think Herb Street mentioned this late in the game. Pete Kwiatkowski, the Longhorns defensive coordinator, put a blueprint out tonight on how to play Ohio State.
Well, I agree with that, Mike. Okay, I kind of disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. My aunt makes a chocolate pie, right? The best chocolate pie you ever had in your life.
Yes,
she
sir.
She can give me the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Mine still ain't gonna taste like hers. So keep in mind, UT has the dogs on that side of the ball to make that work. I'm not handing the game to anybody. I said that a lot today on In the Building. Because it's one game and some crazy shit has happened in one game. But Notre Dame, I don't think Notre Dame has the same dogs as UT. Notre Dame has a really good defense, but I don't think they got the same dogs. So they can say, hey, we're going to do exactly what UT did and it not work out the same. And also, Ohio State's going to go make adjustments. Okay, they know, if we know it, Ohio State knows it. They're okay, this is how they're going to play us. what do we do to combat them trying to take Jeremiah out the game? And and keep in mind, I judge coaches a lot on not being able to make adjustments. You have Megatron / Randy Moss. Figure out something at the half to make sure you could get the best player in the country. Yes, freshman, best player in the country. Make an adjustment. I used to hate watching. I hate it to this day watching coaches, whether it be basketball or football, just be like, well, this was my game plan. They figured it out. I ain't gonna be able to do shit about it. It is what it is. I'll worry about it next week. Figure out, move them around, do something. You gotta be able to adjust on the fly. So now they got, a week or two to figure it out. And just in case Notre Dame decides to do exactly what you said, Mike, and take UT's game plan for Jay Smith.
Andy Spelt, $1.99. Thank you, Sark, for wasting the season. Ewers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all are harsh. People been drinking all night, man. Y'all been drinking too much, man. It's not that. I don't know. It was a close game. They were 1 yard away from sending the game to OT.
Yep.
Damn, y'all act like they got beat 31-3. Y'all act like they got like Oregon. They got a reason to be like, what in the hell? What are we doing? UT was there, literally 1 yard from sending it to OT, man. Great season.
Great. Y'all leave Vince Young alone. Man's
what happened?
Giving him shit. He must need money. We got to pay child support.
Oh my God.
Why does Vince Young have a bad rap? Guy was the rookie of the year in the NFL. Won the national championship his last year at Texas. Can he spell VY? Look at the people banging on. What's this? What is this anti-Vince stuff? He's the last son of a bitch we ever had around here who could win the title.
Because he's charging. They mad because he's charging.
Who don't charge? You think Vince wants to get up on Sunday morning, drive his ass to San Antonio, hang out with all of our mouth-breathing asses? He wants to get some money. He ain't going to do it for free. What athlete in the world does it for free? And it's $60. Quit being cheap.
For $100, he'll attempt to draw a Longhorn. Jeez, this is getting bad. Vince is catching a lot of strays.
What's the deal? Vince did block me on Twitter years ago.
Why? What'd you say?
I said he needed to get some. I said he needed to get. I was on the Zone in Austin back when they were running the show on the Zone up there, and I said that Vince needed to get some other people helping him handle his business because Vince Young Steakhouse was going bankrupt, and Vince got 3 DUIs in 1 year. Remember that? Vince has had some hard times. But that seems to be past him now. The UT.
Agreed.
All I said was that's Vince Young. UT needs to take care of him. He's had 3 DUIs in the last year and a half. Steakhouse is about to go out of business. UT just needs to rescue him, make him some sort of ambassador.
And they did.
And they did. And Vince blocked me on Twitter. That's okay. I was right. UT did wind up hiring him, made him some sort of lifetime ambassador. He just gets paid to cut red ribbons and show up and root for the team. And they probably pay him a couple $100,000 a year. And it's been great for him. And he's older,
Sure.
His kids are bigger now. So y'all leave Vince Young. I love Vince Young.
Standing ovation for the Longhorns and their fans. Great season.
Yeah.
Not the ending we wanted. But
got
we'll
another
get back to
dude
work
in
tomorrow.
Got another dude in the whole Atlanta. Regular loser is in here. Oh, Quinn, is it Quinn Ewers?
What is that?
Atlanta is in the building. I too am in the whole Atlanta. Shout out Scottsdale and Decatur, Georgia. Going to be a paid member soon. Nice. I'm a road runner for life. My wife is a Longhorn. Any and all things Texas from Atlanta. That's cool, man. Thank you, regular loser. Speaking of become a member, it is only $6 a month to be a member of our show. You get all of the exclusive, non-free content that we do. We have members-only content. We did a 45-minute members-only edition earlier today. Gave our NFL playoff picks. If you want to know them, you need to be a member. It's only $6 a month. A grande kappa ding-dong at Starbucks costs more than $6, and we're only giving you $6 a month in charges for all this exclusive members-only content. So thank you for becoming a member. We'll get back to in the building on Monday. I'm going to watch the national championship game. I think Notre Dame can hang with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I don't think Notre Dame can score enough. Eventually, Ohio State's going to pull ahead of them. The question is, will Ohio State kind of have a little bit of a letdown because they probably they left everything they had out there tonight? How's Will Howard's hand? That thing's probably going to be in a cast in the game. So I'm looking forward to it. I like Marcus Freeman. I love him. I think he's a great fit for Notre Dame. I like their history, but them Buckeyes are a freaking machine. And the fact that Texas took them to the wire is back to my poor Brad. I attacked him. Sorry, Brad. You got me. Yeah, but
Love
your
you.
post came. I don't love him. Fuck him. But his post came
Love
out
you,
wrong.
Brad.
I'm just kidding, Brad. No, he's a member. No, his post caught me at the wrong. I was in the middle of a rant. I got mad. While I support Notre Dame, Ohio State might truck them. They're so freaking good. They're just awesome.
Yeah, I ain't ready to pick yet.
Awesome.
I'll pick sometime
And
next week.
well, we got 10. That's the thing for Will Howard and the Buckeyes they got a hell of a challenge tonight. They're probably pretty banged up and sore. They got 10 days before the game. Is it fair that Notre Dame gets 11 and Ohio State only gets 10? That ain't fair.
Fair is where they judge. Fair is where they judge pigs. Life ain't fair.
I guess not. All right. Life ain't fair. All right. Now we move on to the NFL, man. 3 AFC games tomorrow, 2 NFC games Sunday, and then an NFC game on Monday night. You want to know our Super Bowl picks? Then, well, NFL would play 7 days a week if they could. All they care about is money. All they care about. You want to know our NFL picks? Latest on Mike McCarthy. You got to become a member. Go watch this morning's members only show. Love y'all hard. We will see y'all Monday on In the Building. I'm going to get some sleep, drink another beer. Thanks so much to Orlando Kell. Thank you to the Alamo Card Show.
It was a great season.
Thank you to Texas X's for donating the Navy Bowl tickets. Oh, I let the man got $5 in here right at the end. If you want the 4-pack to the Navy All-American Bowl, email me. And in the morning, I'm going to pick the winner. Mike Taylor Show at gmail.com. All right?
It's the game's tomorrow, though. Don't email if you can't go. It's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow at the Alamo Dome. Mike Taylor Show at gmail.com. Sorry for all the cussing. I'm upset because Texas got beat because I'm so fair weather. I've never understood that. Of course I'm fair weather. I don't want my teams to play like crap and tank games at the end. Oh, Andy, another $1.99. Okay, make this the longest outro ever so we get while the money comes in. All right, y'all. That's it for real. We're out. All right, see y'all Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Great season.
Love y'all hard.
Thank you, Orlando Kell.
Thank you, Orlando, so much, man. Go Irish.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.